No, they were already closed. And besides, you never know. They might get something cool in the next day. Joe did tell me there is a shortage coming. Oh yeah, babe. Joe did say there's a shortage coming. Yeah. That time of year, I guess. Especially when everybody gets their income taxes. When tax season come around, they're gonna be out of a lot, they said. No, when is taxes? February? Oh, you gotta have your taxes in by the end of January? Okay. Yeah, they have to have them mailed to you by the end of January, your W-2s. And you gotta have them filed before April 15th. Yeah, once you get your W-2s, you can file anytime, but you have till April 15th if you have a refund. Will you have a refund? Yeah? Do I? No. I get like $500 or something. Well, fuck, it should chunk off a fucking portion, shouldn't it? What are you claiming? Well, you need to start claiming it. What are you claiming, 2 or 3? But you're paying. You're still paying for them, so yeah, you can claim it. You can't claim them at the end of the year. I don't know how that works, to tell you the truth. I guess they gotta stay with. I don't fucking know. Oh. Yeah, he probably has someone else already claiming his kids though. Yeah, I would. I mean, until about on his dependents though, like you claim 4 or 3 or whatever. It doesn't matter. That just takes down your tax bracket every week or bi-weekly, however you get paid. And you just won't get that much back at the end of the year? Yeah, you can choose to get it in your paycheck or at the end of the year. But like us, we're in a different, because we have deductions, we have a mortgage. If you have shit, you're in a different bracket. You know what I mean? Okay. Like if you're self-employed, if you can claim your fucking shoelaces, if you know what I mean, like most people can do their own taxes, TurboTax for free, 100% free. You can do your own taxes. But like if you have a lot of dependents, a lot of deductions, shit that you pay for, like we can use our house as a deduction. We can use our mortgage payments as a deduction. So a lot of people that are self-employed pay for a lot of shit and then get it back because they say it's for work. Well, we need to get self-employed. Well, I'm self-employed. I bought my laptop. I'll get that back.
Trump fucked it up, huh? I don't think Trump had nothing to do with it, to tell you the truth. He can't do nothing, man. He's just a fucking figure face. Why do you think they all go to parties? And you think if Democrats and Republicans hate each other so much, why do they all go to the same fucking parties, shake each other's hands, and get fucked up in the same fucking big mansions with each other? And laugh at everybody else that goes, huh, they're Democrats, huh, they're Republican. Why, they're partying off their money. Yeah, we'll keep them divided. Yeah, I hate fags too, but I'll tell them I'm for gays. Yeah, you tell them, buddy. But you get those votes, they're fucking retarded, ain't they? That's exactly what they do. They're all getting fucked up on all our tax money, and everybody's just fucking like, yay, Republican, yay, Democrat, and then not knowing they're the same. You're the only one thinking it's different. That's why they get people, man. They push these stupid issues on people about gay rights and get full pro-choice or pro this or not. And it's just all division, man. It's all more division. More poor go for Democrats. More rich go for Republicans. You know, more white people go for Republicans. More blacks. It's just all to keep you more divided. Not knowing that them people that are in office still do the same crooked shit that keep you still the poor, still taking your money, still the rich get all the breaks. You know what I mean? And they still sell all the country land under your feet, all the resources. Now we're sending dirt over to China. The fuck? No fucking dumb dirt. Really good resource mineral dirt. Yeah, I mean, it's just stupid shit like that people are blinded to, but, you know, it's all good, because, you know, you want fucking babies to be born, or you want babies not to be born, or you want gay people to be around here, or you don't want you know what I mean? That's what you're worrying about, or you're worrying about fucking lower taxes, or this or that, or stupid shit that don't matter. Shit that they laugh at you about, because they're still getting the same thing they wanted out of you the whole time. It's, I don't know, man. What is that called? It's called something where they just keep you at each other so they can, you know, keep the sheep blinded from the wolves or something. Something like that, I don't know. It's pretty much, it's all, you know.
It was a stone of the purest blackness.
Yeah, well, they keep us this way, that way we don't stand up and question and be like, what the fuck we even need a government for real? We can really govern ourselves. We're pretty much doing it right now in our own communities all the fucking time. We really don't need a government. All we need a government for is a fucking army. That is it, and we don't even need you for that. Because if somebody comes over and attacks us, then we can hire our army to go do it. You know what I mean? We don't need a government. At all.
That seems tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
And I don't know. And the way they talk and stuff is what they way to keep people
capture
divided.
The core of Skyripper instead.
You know what I mean?
It was the eye of a lost
as long as
god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon.
They can keep pulling their government bullshit on you.
Said the stone anxiously.
Don't shit me wrong. When senators go and leave this country, they're treated like kings and royalties when they enter these other countries, especially the third world countries. You know, you can watch movies about it all the time about this senator going down into this whatever, and they just roll out red carpet down there, and they're just like, wow, we're getting treated like we're fucking somebody. No, you're just a fucking senator, fucking nobody in Alabama. You know, well, you shouldn't be getting no royal treatment in no country. You know what I mean? But they do. They go over there and they get royal treated, and then they fucking sell out their fucking whatever and get what? It's the company. I don't know, dude. It's fucked up. Like Contra, they sold the fucking whatever senators sold fucking American weapons over to get cocaine back into the country, the more back money, the fun of fucking war with drugs and to flood the streets of America with cocaine. And that was all in Reagan time, man. During Reagan's fucking, the Contra, you know. What's that fucking dude's name? What is that dude's name from Contra, babe? That senator that went over there and sold all the military weapons for cocaine and shit. No, it was in the Reagan fucking, and you know, he was like Contra, that country, no, it's in South America, or down by the Bahamas, not Bahamas, but Central America, Contra, yeah. That senator that went down there and sold weapons, and it was actually like Bill Clinton and all of them, but he went for, it was supposed to be fucking Reagan and all of them, but they had that senator go down for it, cause or a general, it was a general maybe, general fucking, I don't know, damn it, where's my phone? Out in the car, fuck, I don't know, dude, but anyway. That's what happened. And they do it all the time. You can just go look at a lot of, like, Iran's fucking Air Force. They're all American planes. Look at their guns and tanks. It's either fucking Cold War fucking military shit or American shit. Like, that's what we fund. We literally arm everybody. We sell guns to everyone in the world. And that's literally what our big profit is. That's literally how we bring money back into this country, is by selling fucking missiles and guns to these third world countries. Yeah, even tech and all that, yeah. And in China, like China, Russia, Japan, India, these big countries, you know, and Britain, they don't need our shit because they're smart enough to make their own shit. But all the other countries, they buy all our shit. You know, the F-1 bombers and everything, all that shit. The stealth bombers, yeah, they buy them all. And Trump's just talking about right now that he's got a list right now you can look up that he's buying like, he's got like 14 more, buying 14 more fucking battleships and all this other stuff. They're up to date. Like, why the fuck are we needing all that? What are you preparing? Huh? And then China's got this, you can see on the satellite thing, China's got like this whole island that they're digging underground. They're building underground cities. Why would China be building underground cities? Yeah. Yeah. What was it? There's another guy. No.
Everyone knows Reagan is exactly like fucking the joke that's in office now.
I know.
138.
Well, who was the general guy that sold the guns to Contra? American Dad even made fun of it. And Oliver North. Thank you, Oliver North. Oliver North. You remember him getting in? You remember that name in the big news and all that? Yeah, Oliver North.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined
Yeah.
the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy, and he had a feeling it did not have his best interests at heart. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of
You think
challenging
he'll
the
beat
gods,
Reagan?
even without its armor.
And everybody loved how
All still
Reagan's
possessed
ministry
great
went.
power.
And look at all
You
those
go there.
indictments happen. Yeah, I know. A lot of people talk about, yay, Reagan. Trump, yeah. That's because everybody wants something to fucking happen. Everybody's waiting for it. Yeah. No, I'm telling you. Everyone put him in office because they're like, let's see how much shit he can honestly fuck up. Because it's already a fuck up. Everybody knows it's a fuck up, and it don't matter who you put in there. Because it's going to be whatever the fucking people in the behind want.
Wait a minute.
So it just goes to show.
Kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she
Don't
was the
matter
enemy,
who.
but they've been at
Most
sword
of the
through
fucking
school together.
presidents were actors.
They'd never been lovers,
Look up
but
their fucking things.
somehow they'd been closer.
And they're all
She
like,
told him
no.
every
Ronald
secret
Reagan
about
was an
herself.
actor too.
Except the biggest one.
No.
That she
Trump's
was the
an
Emperor's
actor.
daughter.
Bush was an actor. Yes, they were.
Whispered the stone. Before it's too late. Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you
Well,
need?
yeah, they usually are. Yeah, I know, and everyone still votes for them.
I didn't vote for him.
No, but you vote for somebody though, didn't you? Yeah.
I'd vote for Obama again if I could.
Why don't you just do like you should and not vote for nobody? Because it don't fucking matter.
Well, until you vote, you don't have the right to bitch.
Yeah, I do have a right to bitch. Well, when you're alright, you just keep voting and think you fucking it matters. Like, you see who fucking wins, right? I don't know why I can sit here and not vote and tell you every year after year who the fucking president's going to be. Huh. I wonder how I can do that. Yeah, I told
There
you
was
Obama would make
something
it. I told you
sour
fucking Bush
in
would
the
make
air.
it. And I told you Trump
Like the
would
earth
do
had
it.
ruptured over
Yeah,
something
would.
that had been fermenting for a very long time. You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads
There will
had to
never
train
be a
them to
woman
take each other to
president.
death.
The world will be over before that shit
Imperial
happens.
gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead.
No, no, that black man
The
had to
stone
happen.
didn't lie
You
about
don't
what it could do for
understand.
him.
If you listen to that
With each raven he cut
1960
down,
fucking thing I
he
showed
felt a
you
jolt
about that
of
guy
power
talking about
flowing into his arm.
how the Rothschilds and everybody put it in there to
Whispered
make the
the
blacks
stone.
do all that, be like this. That's why. It's
you
more division.
afraid of
He
it?
had to make it in there. Because what happened? More blacks than ever got into politics and shit and woke up, didn't they? Oh yeah, more ways to convert people over to brainwash. Huh.
Bernardo did not trust rocks.
Get them all
to talk
stop
in his
fucking
head.
shooting each other
He
and
went
pay
onwards.
attention for a second. Yeah. Let them think they had us something. Give them a presidency. That's exactly what it was. That's all it was. That's why you got Trump right quick in right afterwards. And now you find out that fucking Obama was nothing but a faggot. Hillary Clinton ain't nothing but a fucking, married to nothing but a child molesting fucking husband that fucking goes to fucking islands with Jeffrey Epstein all the fucking time and fucking rape little kids and fucking whatever. And then she murders people. Yeah, yeah, real cool people. I can show you there's all kinds of pictures of Bush and Jeffrey Epstein hug to hug on fucking going on jets and shit. And where does all his jets go? To his private island. And what was his private island? Everybody knows what it was. I That's why a lot of people are fucking. That's why his ass got murdered right away in jail.
There was a puzzle. You couldn't expect a transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a
Because
leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
not just because he was a pedophile, he was a sex trafficker. And not only that he was sex trafficker, he was a sex trafficker to the elite. You're talking Prince Charles, Bill Clinton, you know, all the movie stars, you know, fucking top of the top, you know what I mean? And then you catch this guy, you get him down in the prison, and all of a sudden, I mean, if you watch the 60 Minute, it's fucking crazy. The two guards that were watching him, he's already tried to commit suicide, okay? So what did they give him? He's got a extension cord that for his PAP machine, okay? That runs from all the way out of the hall all the way into his cell. And then all of a sudden he's got like 100 fucking jumpsuits, and he takes those apart and cuts one of those down to hang himself on a part where it's only 5 feet off the ground. Like, what the fuck? All you had to do is stand up. You know what I mean? It's really hard to kind of hang yourself if you can stand up. You know what I mean? So he would literally had to tie, whatever. He's trying to say he tied himself, whatever. It's clearly, you can clearly see he was murdered because the tapes all of a sudden, for those times, the tapes were fucked up for those times. Anybody else does tape, and no one questions this shit. No one's like, oh my god, everyone's just like, yep, conspiracy, someone had to kill him. Da-da-da. Like, no, you fuckers, look, man. Does this shit happen to anybody else? Do you think cameras and shit are gonna fuck up? And if I was in that cell? No. Do you think anybody's gonna hand me 19 jumpsuits, extension cord, a pen, paper if I attempted murder or tried suicide? No. You ain't gonna get all that shit. You even had a ball pen, so if you really wanted to kill him, so you could just jam that in his neck.
When I build
Oh
my
yeah,
castle,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
all my gates
There's
are gonna
pictures
open
of
with
it all,
buttons,
dude.
and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
What do you say? Oh yeah, on the 60 Minutes? Yeah, that's on the 60, yeah, you can watch it on 60 Minutes. Oh, what I just told you, they said it was clearly, they're like, it was, no, the extension cord was for his PAP machine, his breathing machine. He had a you know those pet machines old people have that go, you know, whatever. Those, everyone's getting them nowadays. Cause I don't know, it's retarded. Who the fuck ever needed that back then? You know what I mean? Something more stupid shit. Anyway, it's supposed to put water in your lung. I don't know, keep you sleeping. A PAP machine, they call it, whatever. Anyway, he had one of those to plug a extension cord all the way to his cell, you know. And to top it off, he was put into a room for 16 hours a day with people that are like his friends and lawyers or whatever, and he had all the soda pop and pet sack machines. They would buy those all out so they could snack and drink all the pop they want at the machines, you know. And I mean, he had women visit him all the time, you know what I mean? I mean, for somebody that's supposed to be, he had a lot of fucking leniency, you know? And, anyway, yeah, when he, you know, he attempted to, you know, he tried to kill himself, and they're like, oh, he's got to be on watch. Well, the two guards watching him did not see him try to, he didn't, you know, they would have wanted to see him hung himself, you know what I mean? They're literally right next to the door, but suddenly they too went away. They said they walked away or whatever, and the camera for the footage for like an hour or something is gone. Like, really? The guards went away and then the camera's fucked up. But they couldn't, the 60 Minutes couldn't question the guards because the guards are being questioned and held, whatever. But you'll see eventually it's like right now it's all being not talked about no more. You know what I mean? You see how quick it's already getting hushed up? And now it's trying to go back to the impeachment. Now they're trying to bring back the impeachment shit. But yeah, see? Yeah. It went away for a minute and now it's back. And it's all, man, I don't know, dude. It's really fucked up, dude. Everything in the world's fucked up. I don't know why anybody goes and votes. I don't understand it. Everybody knows this world is fucked up. Everybody knows this isn't the way to live. Especially if you're poor. You know what I mean? And even if you're rich, even those rich people that spend all their days at their business, that ain't no life. When they really wanted to be should have been with their family the whole time. But no, they said, oh, I gotta work so they can have all this stuff. And then they turn around and live all their, people turn their careers into now as their whole life now. You know what I mean? And it's all about their career, and then their boyfriends or their wives or whatever end up being nothing but to boost their career status more. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, and if I should have a kid, should I have a kid? Will it up my career if I had a kid? Oh, maybe. Let's have a kid. You know what I mean? And that's how it is nowadays with people, and especially for the top, to get up there. And to make money, and it's no life, man. When life is supposed to be about having kids and and helping each other and living, I don't know, watching nature and shit and learning and stuff,
As he approached the core,
and it's not about being stressed out. I guarantee if everybody just lived the way where they can be able to vent shit where it wasn't like, oh my god, everybody would fiend over it and had to have it and make it so cheap or whatever out plastic for money or profit. You know what I mean? If people would invent stuff to make something that would help everybody live better, you know what I mean? For free, and you wouldn't have to do much, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about if you had robots running around being your slaves, instead of having to really have slaves. You know what I'm saying? If we all worked together, we'd be already having robot slaves by now, you know what I'm saying? And we all be living in houses that don't fall apart. We'd be in real good stone working buildings. And we wouldn't matter if somebody's sharing a building, like you, your mom, and everybody be right over there, because we'd be so close and in with each other. Everything would be so open. You know what I mean?
He had defeated the demonic
everything would be,
and
then you would see we would advance more into a life. I don't know.
It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus.
Yeah, there wouldn't be no more about lying and deceiving people, because you don't have that reason no more. For what, $1? You don't need no dollar, because why? Why do you need to steal if I give it to you? You know what I mean? Like, here, if you want it. You know what I'm saying? And because there's plenty of everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason cars are like what they are is because, that's for more than by the least. You don't think if we were in a society that invented a car that would run, that worked, and we could just make one model that ran good for everyone. There's just been enough of those models, and people just get in them and go where they want to go, and you can get out and be like, oh, then they're all there. You know what I mean? And they're all the best of the best they can be, because, you don't need a Ferrari because this car's better than a Ferrari. You know what I mean? This car's better than all the Fords. You know what I'm saying? So, why? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
The converted Iblis stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger. Wow.
Yeah.
He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he? Well,
we would pretty, it would be gas, and people would be able to get in the car and just be like, I need to go here, and it takes them right there, and they can get out, and bam, they're there, or whatever, you know what I mean? And we would have like our highway system be a different tube system or whatever, because you wouldn't need people in it. I don't know, man. It'd just be really hard to do now because there's so much stuff today that people wouldn't want to let go. And that's just the devil in them. Because you shouldn't be attached to things like that.
Imagine if you got
That's
to
why
have
the
some of these
rich
things.
just accumulate shit
That would
so
be
much.
amazing.
You know what I mean?
Like having a boat.
And because I don't know, they're just greedy. It's just like, I gotta have it all. It's gotta be for me and my family or something, you know? Fuck everybody else. And not knowing you're only here for 100 years. Your kids are only here for 100 years. Their kids are only here for 100 years. We're all only here for at least about 60, 70 years, 100 lucky. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, it's good that, you know, pass things on to your kids, but if you're just doing that, you're just making a kid, you're just feeding more into that greed, you know, to that kid. Because you just greed all your life to accumulate all that, and you spoiled your kid, so when he grows up, he demands all that. You know what I mean? To the point you notice that rich even kill their own to inherit all of the shit. You know what I'm saying? And that just leads to more evil. You see where it all just, it leads to the evil down the road. I don't know, man. I mean, kings and queens been doing it to their other families for centuries. We see it all the time, where they kill each other for power to be the king or to be the queen. You know what I mean? All because they wanted to have control of everything, like a rich person. That's stupid. Because once you realize you died, you're like, oh, wow, I wasted my life. I hated everybody. I didn't do nothing I should have done. That's why most of your kings actually start doing shit for their people when they get old. Because they realize, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Then they want to build roads and walls and build this up and have something left behind. Like, yeah, I did this for my community. Yeah, whatever.
Stone was doing its
You should have done that when you were 20, when you were the king.
Bernardo could feel a little
Instead, you wanted fucking more gold, more land, and more war.
It flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly
and
natural.
More women in your
As
fucking
if
bed.
all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
I just wish people would wake up and
With the core
realize
absorbed
they're
in the
just
stone,
brainwashed.
Bernardo had enough power to challenge the Imperial fleet. First, he would
A
disrupt the enemy
society
communication
of
lines.
factory
Then
slaves
he would
that
head
don't
for the
know
rebel
that
base.
they're really slaves
There,
to
the
a
rebellion would
higher
launch its
society.
final attack.
That they'll never get to. Because why? Because they'll always be in some kind of debt paying that off. Because they'll be always paying a debt to move forward in life. Yeah, some might get lucky and get out of debt and get on, but how many actually do that? But you don't know no one. No, I don't know no one. And people think they're free and you're not, dude. Go out and catch your own fish. See how quick you go to jail. You know what I mean? Go try to build a house on a piece of property that no one ever walks on or lives. You know what I'm saying? No one's ever using it. Go over there and try to build a house on it or a little log cabin and go fish in a lake and see how quick you'll get kicked off and get put in jail.
They had plans to discuss. Had a medal to give him.
Knowing damn well no one will ever go and touch even walking that piece of land for the next 1,000 years probably.
Who else I can kill? Then
you know what I'm saying? That's the greed and corruption this world is. Like my backyard, I'd give it to anybody if they want to live in it. I'm never walking it. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting for you in the mountains, Zenobia.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, but most people would be like, you fucking out of your fucking mother's what back door. You know what I mean?
They'd kiss and well, if she did refuse for some reason, he was no match for him now.
I know. I just wish people would just wake up.
Zenobia was taunting him.
That's why I'm so giving, man. If I have it, I'll give it. I don't care.
He was nobody's subject.
I'm not gonna be here long
Especially
enough.
not hers. He carried
I am
victory
not
in
going to
his
be here long enough.
He would go where the council pointed him. As he set foot on the island, Renato felt energized, like when he was hunting or dancing. Then he smelt it, the stench of ravens.
Yeah, it's
It was a
hard to
good
judge
thing he was
yourself.
here,
It's
too,
hard to look
before they
at
tripped
yourself
over
as
the
a
secret
bad
base.
person. It's
He
very
was really
hard.
saving the council toad's bacon, so to speak.
I don't even know if evil people see themselves evil. You ever wonder that? Because, like, in all wars, each side thinks they're doing the right thing. So who's really right? Yeah, they were fighting for whatever right cause, so who's really the bad guy? You know? Both sides are fighting for their rightful cause that they think is right, so who's really wrong? And when it all comes down to it, each person really only wants to be loved and be with their family. That's what everybody wants. I don't know one person that says, no, I don't want that. I don't know one person that says that. I don't know not one person that does not want to be loved and be with his family. I don't know one person. Everybody wants to be heard or, you know, be loved and be a family. Still know one person that says they don't want that. And when they don't get that, they end up being psychopaths or something. I don't fucking know. I guess that's how you get killers in this world. Otherwise, I don't know how anybody would kill somebody. Just for the fuck of it. I don't know, man. My wife watches all those like 48 videos and stuff. Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, man, stop with it. I don't get it. Like, that dude lusts over that woman. That daddy had a raper and a killer. For what? And now he's in prison, and his family no longer can see him or know him, or if he has kids, you know, his life's ruined, and everyone who knew him is ruined. And then the woman he raped or killed or whatever, their life's ruined, and their family.
And raise
some big mess. And you got what out of it? Just like gang members fighting over territory. What the fuck? Killing each other. Like, who? I claim blood. I claim blood. Crip. Bang, bang, kill you. Like, and for what? Again, now you killing each other over what? A color? Really? Because you're thugs? See? Alright, man.